swimming deep into the water. We're going deep into iguana water. Iguana.
It's a deep dive, baby.
Deep dive. Welcome back, Crypto fam. It's your boy David here at Sin City Crypto, coming at you with one of our deep dive videos. Before we get into the content, real quick disclaimer, we are not financial advisors. Anything we say should not be taken as financial advice. Do your own research. With that being said, let me introduce you to my partner and co-host, Big Rob. What's up, Big Dog?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we do deep dives, we do live streams. This is the deep dive. Check out the live streams at 11 a.m. Also, please like and subscribe to videos. We are new, we're young, we're growing. So grow with us. Now, with that said, off to you, David.
All right, today's dive, we are taking an extremely deep dive into, we hired another new guy, huh? Got bigger flippers this time. All right, so today's deep dive we are doing on Komodo Protocol. If you've never heard of Komodo, I don't blame you.
I never heard of it.
It's an extremely small cap coin. It's ranked outside of the top 300, but we're coming at you. We believe we found a gem, a needle in the haystack. We want to bring all the information to you so you can make the decision whether you think it is a good investment or not. So let's start. What is Komodo? Komodo is an end-to-end blockchain solution that external developers can use to build their own blockchains and launch their own ICOs. Komodo was founded in 2014 by James Lee, which is said to be a pseudonym. They're saying it's not his real name. We don't know his real name. I couldn't find it. I did some deep diving, couldn't really find anything. So his main premise behind Komodo was to create another privacy coin with Bitcoin level security. His vision evolved from privacy coin to a full-blown customizable smart chain launchpad. Started off as a privacy coin. He saw there was a need in the market for other people to come and build on top of their blockchain the framework is already in place. So they pivoted. Now it's a customizable smart chain launchpad.
Isn't it built on the Zcash?
So it was actually a fork. It's a blockchain platform, which was a fork of Zcash. Which Zcash was a fork of Bitcoin, that new projects can launch on without the need for a fork or building from scratch.
I thought you were going to say a fork or a knife.
No, building from scratch. So there's three ways you can essentially do if you're trying to build a new blockchain, a new chain, smart chain. You can either fork from an existing project, you can build from scratch, or you can use something like Komodo, which is essentially a launchpad to build your own project. The framework is already in place.
Have you launched a token or a project on it?
No, but we might do one. We might do a Sin City coin. That'd be pretty good. Yeah. To be announced later. All smart chains are secured with the power of the Bitcoin network every 10 minutes through Komodo's delayed proof of work consensus. What it does is recycles Bitcoin's hash rate to ensure immutability of the Komodo blockchain. It's an added layer of security because Komodo uses notary nodes that notarize blocks on the Bitcoin blockchain. Not going to get into the depth of notary nodes, but just understand that hacking their system is essentially impossible because the imposter would need to infiltrate both the Bitcoin network and the Komodo network at the same time. It's hard enough to infiltrate the Bitcoin network, let alone another blockchain's network at the same time. So we can say with pretty much confidence that it's almost impossible. Now, smart chains on Komodo can scale on demand with no limit by clustering multiple smart chains to function as one logical chain under the Komodo protocol. Every chain built on Komodo will be interoperable, which means that it can communicate with other chains, Ethereum chain, Solana chain, Binance chain, so on and so forth. Every project built on Komodo has access to its own independent and customizable blockchain. The customizable and unique parameters include its own block rewards, block time, hashing algorithm, its own consensus rules, the pre-mined supply and privacy settings. You can adjust these and make them unique to your blockchain, your project, what you plan on accomplishing, all using the Komodo platform.
Question. Now
yes.
Can you do smart contracts if you build one on that?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely. And I'm actually going to get into that here in the utility in a few seconds. Now, some of the features offered by the Komodo protocol will start with their atomic DEX. It can support 99% of all current cryptocurrencies, no matter what the chain is.
Say what?
Yeah, they have something called the Jumbler feature. Jumbler is a cryptocurrency anonymizer, which is decentralized and open source. It can be used to increase privacy. The Jumbler will take Komodo KMD tokens from a non-private address and send them through a number of zero-knowledge snark addresses. Once these untraceable addresses have processed, the coins, they are sent to a new address where they are completely anonymous. So you're essentially sending it through a filter. It filters out all the information as far as where it's going to make it more untraceable. The Jumbler utility is an optional service. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. And there is a fee that's paid in KMD, which is 0.3%. So it's essentially non-existent. Let's talk about probably the most important part of the feature of their
real quick though. Is the Jumbler feature, is that something similar to like a Tumblr feature where you can hide, like kind of Monero where you get to hide different stuff?
Yep, exactly. And again, they're sent through the zero knowledge snark addresses where it kind of filters out all the data that you want to remain private. Now, moving on to the most important part of their utility in their protocol, which is their Antara framework. Antara framework is an adaptable framework for simple end-to-end blockchain development. The framework offers a portfolio of white label products to help businesses get to market faster, which include block explorers, atomic swap dexes, multi-coin wallets, full seed nodes, crowdfunding dApps, and smart contract capabilities. It's literally like a launch pad where if you have a coin or you have a project, you want to create your own smart chain, you go to Komodo, they have the framework in place, they have all the tools you need, and you just build on top of it rather than forking from an existing coin or project or building it from scratch, which can take years and a lot of money. So you have options. If that's what you want to do, you should definitely check out Komodo Protocol. Some of the big partnerships, some huge names that are currently partnered with Komodo include AWS, which if you're not familiar, it's Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, Binance, and Trezor Hardware Wallet, just to name a few. Getting into some tokenomics, KMD is the native token of Komodo. They have this feature called Active User Reward. What this does is that you automatically earn 5% annually by holding just 10 KMD tokens in your wallet. That's literally all you have to do. You have 10 tokens in your wallet, you earn 5% on those tokens every single year. Their ICO was held in February of 2017, and the price of the coin during its ICO phase was 10 cents. So, to get more into supply, price, analysis, market cap, ranking, chart analysis, I'm going to send it over to Rob. He's going to go over everything with you guys. Take it away, Rob.
All right. So off to me. I'm going to talk about what you actually care about. What is the price? Where is it going? What are good entry spots and circulating supply, things of that nature? So pulling up the PC here. Now we have the current price sitting at just shy of 70 cents. And it is number 454 on the all-time market cap list. So this is definitely a small project. So if this is something you're interested in, I think it's a great fundamental project. It has a lot of utility case. I'm really excited about being able to build your own blockchain with smart contract capability and make something your own without having to fork, as David said. So I think it brings something unique, and it's so far outside of the market cap as far as the big players. There's a lot of room to grow. So I like the project long term. I think it's a great time to get in, obviously, where it's at. Under $100 million market cap. So $89 million at the moment with 65% of the supply in circulation. It's 110 years for the rest of the supply to hit the market. So with that said, it is inflationary, but very, very low. So I think the circulating supply looks good. No red flags anywhere. Then let's take a look at the price for the month, kind of see what was been trending. It's trading at about $1 back in November, just shy of $1, and we did have a little spike here as well. And then it's been trading around 70 cents in the last few weeks.
And it hit an all-time high of $12.54 on December 21st of 2017.
Yeah, so on the last bull cycle,
during the ICO craze.
Yeah, so during the ICO craze in the last cycle, it's been around for a while. For these small cap projects, I do like to see a team that has been through the bear market. So obviously the project was in its inception. It got a big pump, but now the founders and the project itself did not abandon it and jump ship and take profits. When we went through the bear market, they held through, and now, so yeah, another great indicator there. Looking at the 1 year chart, now it was sitting at about 50 cents a year ago, just above that. So with the 70-cent entry point, I think it's a great, if you're interested in this project, I think it's a great time to enter. Basically dollar cost average, just to keep yourself safe. But as you see here, it did hit a 1 year high of $4. So a lot of potential. Going into its liquidity, where you can buy it at, it does have a couple, for as small as a project as this is, as far as with the market cap, it has some really good liquidity. It has Binance, which is the world's largest exchange, listed, as well as KuCoin and Huobi Global. It's also available on Bitrex as well, CoinEx, a couple of smaller, medium-sized exchanges. So it does have the liquidity. So with that said, that's all I got here. It looks juicy. If you're interested, it's a great time to enter. Dollar cost average, baby. What did you got, David?
Let's wrap this up. We always wrap it up with a little bit of an opinion piece, a synopsis of everything we went over. Now, when you search for low cap projects to invest in and reducing your risk as much as possible, you want to look closely at utility and staying power. Is their utility relevant, and will it stay relevant? That's a very, very important question you should ask yourself when seeking small cap projects. My answer to that question in regards to Komodo is yes. Komodo is an extremely thought out, well executed project that has proved to follow through on its promises. The team has either met or exceeded its timeline on their roadmap time and time again. As Robin mentioned, they've been through a bear market and they survived. Huge plus when it comes to staying power. With a relatively low supply, 70 cents isn't a bad entry point if you plan on holding this project long term, which is what I would recommend you do. I can see traditional finance wanting to come into the blockchain space and using Komodo's robust ecosystem and platform to launch their own blockchain that is extremely fluid and interoperable. That's huge. If it comes to fruition, Komodo has positioned itself to lead the pack in this category. And with that said, that's all I got. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Thank you so much for coming back to Sin City Crypto. Make sure you check us out Monday through Friday. We go live 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're also going to be sending out 7 of these dive videos. If you have any suggestions or would like us to review one, please throw it in the comments below. If you enjoy the content, like, subscribe. We're growing. Grow with us. On behalf of me, Robin, and Donnie here, I want to thank you again. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Komodo Dragon, my boy. If I get a Komodo, I'm naming him Bitcoin.